Hello students, now we will discuss about degradation of soil and soil conservation. So, like land degradation, soil degradation is also an area of concern. This degradation is caused by the human beings as well as some natural activities. Two greatest threats come from soil erosion and soil depletion. So first, what is soil erosion? Soil erosion is a process in which the top fertile layer of soil is lost. Due to soil erosion, the soil becomes less fertile. The top layer of soil is very light, which is easily carried away by wind, water and ice and deposited in another location. The removal of topsoil by the natural forces is known as soil erosion. So next, soil depletion. Soil depletion takes place when the nutrients in soil are moved and not replaced. It affects the quality and fertility of the soil. So now, causes of soil erosion. Soil erosion is caused by various natural agents like wind, water, deforestation, overgrazing by cattle, etc. cause soil erosion. The various factors of soil erosion are: so first, wind. When strong wind blow, the topsoil along with the organic matter is carried away by the wind. This happens more often when the land is not covered with grass or plants. Such conditions are very common in desert and semi-desert regions where strong winds blow very frequently. Then water. When it rains in the hilly areas, the soil gets washed away towards the plain. The running water deposits the mineral-rich soil in the riverbed, and over the years, this deposition of soil can change the course of the river. So this can lead to floods which cause the destruction of life and property. Water erosion leads to loss of agriculture potential. Then overgrazing. When cattle are allowed to graze on the same field repeatedly, all the available grass, including the roots, are eaten by them. This makes the topsoil vulnerable to wind and flowing water, leading to soil erosion. Next, deforestation. So humans have taken land from the forest to cultivate in order to feed the ever increasing population and to build houses, industries, etc. So cutting down of trees on a large scale for these purposes is called deforestation. The roots of trees hold the soil together, thus preventing the soil from getting uprooted. But when large areas of the forest are cleared, the topsoil gets eroded by wind and flowing water. Then excessive use of fertilizers and high yield crop variety is also a cause of soil degradation and lead to loss of fertility of soil. Now we will discuss about soil conservation. How can we prevent soil degradation and conserve soil quality? Some methods to conserve soil quality and to conserve soil are afforestation, mulching, contour barriers, rock dams, terrace farming, intercropping, contour plowing, then shelter belts. So now let us discuss about these methods one by one. First method is afforestation. So planting new trees and plants is called afforestation. We live because plants live. If the plants die, all living things will also die. Thus, whenever trees are cut down, new trees should be planted. Planting trees in hilly areas are most effective for conservation because roots of trees hold soil and also control the flow of water. Then next method, mulching. That means the bare or the land that is left empty, fallow land, is put up some straws. As a result, it won't easily blow away by the water or wind, and the fertility would be regained. So mulching helps to trap moisture in the soil at moderate soil temperature. It involves covering the bare ground between plants with the layer of organic material like straw. Then contour barriers. Contour barriers refers to barriers of stone, grass and soil built along the contour lines of a slope. Trench is built in front of the barriers to collect water and prevent it from flowing down the contours and washing away the soil. Many farmers in the northern Thailand use this method to conserve soil as this area has steep slopes that has prone to soil erosion. Then rock dams, where there is huge flow of water, and what you do you put in lots of rocks to slow the flow of water or to decrease the water flow. And once the water flow is decreased, the soil fertility would increase. So rock dams are dams created from piles of rocks that are stacked up to slow down the flow of water and prevent the formation of gullies. This controls soil erosion. For example, rock dams are being extensively used as the soil conservation measure in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in India. Then terrace farming. Terrace farming is common in hilly regions or mountainous regions. So farming is done by cutting steps on the slopes of the hills. These slow down the flow of water and soil removed from one step is deposited on the next step. Thus the soil never completely lost. So, to provide flat surfaces for farming on steep slopes, terraces are created. This is called terrace farming. Using terraces also prevent soil erosion and surface runoff. For example, if you go to hill station like Darjeeling, you will see the terrace farming are widely practiced there. Then you have intercropping, where you are growing more than one crop at a time. Intercropping is a cultivation method in which two or more crops are grown in the same field. In this method, the crops are grown in proximately in alternate rows, and to improve the fertility of soil, mixed farming and crop rotation can be used. For example, intercropping is widely practiced in China to reduce soil erosion due to rainwash. Then contour ploughing. Contour ploughing is the method of soil conservation in which the land is ploughed parallel to the contour of a slope. These create barriers that prevents water from flowing down the slope. Contour ploughing has been used to prevent soil erosion in the Prairie region in the USA. Then shelter belts. Shelter belts are other plants that are grown in the areas which are more prone to wind. So, in coastal and dry areas, rows of trees are planted to control the movement of wind. Thus, during high wind, they protecting the soil from being blown away. These rows of trees act as shelter belts for checking the bottom movement and wind movement, and they bind the soil itself. Shelter belts can be seen in areas that are prone to fast wind, like the coastal regions of Orissa in India.